this episode from our shopping trip. It starts at Costco with baskets full of stuff.
Sam's Club next.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Sam's Club. Same difference. And then Walmart and Kroger, and all with the granddaughter who's asleep in the car seat. That's why we're sitting in the car, because we're waiting for her to take a little bit of a nap because she's very, very cranky. So, more after a while. So, here we are at home after a 4.5 hour grocery shopping trip. Half of it was with my Giggy, and she ran me all over Sam's Club. So needless to say, I'm a little tired. I have met and exceeded my walking goal for the day.
Which we won't lie, really isn't high up there.
No, believe me, it's not like it's, a strenuous or a very high goal. It's just,
chasing after, a 14-month-old isn't easy. Especially
she's like lightning, man.
Especially when you're so much taller than she is. So today, obviously, was grocery day. I'm the one who usually plans the groceries, sort of. I don't really, which he totally doesn't agree with, but that's the truth. We do all of our meat shopping at Sam's. Now, why do we do that? Well, because we get paid at the beginning of the month. After the bills are paid, I want to make sure that we have enough to get us through the month. So I buy large packages of meat. Now, normally, and I highly recommend this if you can do this at your grocery store or whatever, I highly recommend doing like the pick and pay kind of thing, or I think it's Peapod at Giant, or different stores call it different things. That way, especially if you're new to keto, it's totally no temptations. You know what I mean? You get your meats, you get your vegetables, you get whatever you need, and you go and pick it up from inside your car. You don't even have to leave it at most places.
And in case you don't know what she's talking about, the program is that a lot of the grocery stores, and we're kind of in BFE, so if they're doing it here, they're pretty much doing it everywhere. What you do is you go online, you order all your food, it puts it in a basket for you, and when you get there, you pay for it there, or you can pay for it online with a credit card and have it sitting there. It normally takes 2 days. You order it one day, you can pick it up the next afternoon or something.
Nicer.
Yeah.
And some places, we have a friend who lives in Phoenix, and they actually deliver her groceries to her. And I would be, wow.
If I didn't ever have to leave the house again, we'd be all right.
So, again, we buy our stuff in bulk. I sort it up. And the wonderful thing is, we've been doing this for about a year, that we've been buying our meat and
a little over, because we just renewed
our children were living with us. It was just easier to buy bigger items, of course, because it went further. But we found that after the kids moved out, I'm still packaging up the same size meats, and we're eating them. So
over a much longer period of time.
No, we're not. We were eating 1 pound to 2 pounds of meat at a meal sometimes. Just the two of us.
Right.
Prior to keto. Now that we're in keto, we do maybe 1 pound between the two of us. Maybe. Most of the time we don't. Because we do eat meat. We try to eat meat with almost every meal. Right. At least he does. I'll do fish or whatever because I like fish. So that helps a lot. Having cheese, I buy cheese in bulk, especially because it's great for snacking. I am a huge cheese person. If I have to give up my pasta, I cannot give up my cheese. So, and then of course toiletries and things like that, shampoo, conditioner, toilet paper, blah, blah, blah. Also, finding items like coconut oil and things like that in bulk is good because then you have to cook with and that sort of thing. You can actually, a lot of people swear by it for for skincare and hair care and everything else. I mean, that, buying it in bulk definitely cuts that down. What? Definitely cuts that down. And since our community is fairly rural, we find it harder to find the sugar-free items that most people can get in major cities. Yes, we are close to Atlanta, but apparently not close enough that our stores are carrying this. Now, we probably could go to Publix maybe and find them.
People out here still eat possum.
Anyway, so a lot of those items, the sugar-free items and the keto-friendly items that a lot of people talk about on their websites and articles and things like that, aren't things that are readily available here. So those things I have to go online for. Now, I do shop around for those as well. I try to comparison shop the best I can because, as we've said numerous times, stop smiling at me, that we are on a fixed budget. So some of the stuff I order, I'm an Amazon Prime, person. I totally love them. Walmart.com actually carries way more online than they do in the stores, which is fantastic. And their prices are pretty good. Like on the Walden Farms things and that sort of stuff.
And almost every time that we've done the Walmart online and then gone to Walmart, it winds up being cheaper having been online than it was in the store or something like that.
Every
So they
time
wind
we
up
go to pick
refunding
up
us
our
money.
stuff, they say,
on the
oh, well,
purchase.
this was actually cheaper in store. So if you can have the option of shipping it to your store, which I know for not everybody is convenient, but if you have the option to do that because that will also save you money. I do buy a lot of our vitamins and that sort of stuff. Today, or yesterday technically, we found out that the vitamin shop in town carries Walden Farms products. Now we go to the vitamin shop and they only had a handful, not what was advertised. But the price was so much better than any place else I have found. So if you're looking for the pancake syrup, that's the place to buy it because it's cheaper by far by at least $1.
And if you've got a sweet tooth like me, a little
you
sip
just
of
drink
syrup. Life is good, man.
Because I can't afford the carbs on pancakes or waffles, so we just drink the syrup occasionally. Don't do what we do.
Little syrup shot. Yeah.
But hey, it's calorie free, no carbs. At least we're not eating chocolate. So, most people meal plan. I don't. I don't meal plan. I really don't. I buy pretty much the same meats all the time. Like I said, I normally order them and they go pick them up. But the last few times I've gone to Sam's Club, which is why we buy all of our meats, I've gotten some really great deals in the store on meats that I never would have normally purchased. Whether it be a markdown or things like that, which for us, if we're going to package it up and put it in the freezer, who cares if it's marked down today? Because it's going to be in our freezer tomorrow, if not today. We don't do grass-fed. We don't do organic. We have our reasons for that other than just monetarily. We can't afford it. We have a budget. We have to stick to it. So, keto does not have to be done only organic or grass-fed. You can totally lose weight. We are proof that you can lose weight
And
using store brand.
Big shout outs to people like the Keto Connect guys because they advocate using what you can afford as opposed to because I've listened to a couple of their little live Q&A sessions and things, and I'm down with how they present things.
They basically, and we are totally on board like that. Do what you can. If you can afford the high end stuff, go ahead.
Yeah, by all
if
means.
you can afford, the added, coffee creamers and things like that are specifically keto, do that. We can't. If we could, we would, but we have.
And having said that,
kids and
we're watching
grandbaby.
We're watching the scale weights go down. We're watching the tape measure inches go away. If it doesn't need to be done, don't kill yourself doing it. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here. You just have to basically cut out the carbs.
And another thing, a lot of people talk about how, I'm losing inches, but I'm not losing weight. Why is this going on? Are you working out? Because let's be honest, we don't work out. Most days, we don't reach 3,000 steps on our thing. I know you're going, oh my God, you people are lazy. Yeah, we are. We live in a 2,000 square foot home.
And we don't ever
barely
see the
go
basement.
downstairs. Other than maybe to pick up our laundry from the laundry room. We just don't. It's been rainy lately, so I'm going to use that excuse. But we haven't really gone outside this past week, have we?
Well, early in the week, the last couple of days, it's been nasty and rainy.
Today
so
was
we haven't done
beautiful, though.
anything.
It was a perfect day for grocery shopping. A little cold, but thankfully not as cold as Europe or Massachusetts in that area.
Yeah.
New York.
Which is why we don't live in Massachusetts or New York.
Yet.
At all.
Again, just, like I said, I normally, we do plan, but kind of throughout the day, I'll ask him night before, hey, what do you want for dinner? What should we have for dinner tomorrow night? We had this tonight. What would you like to have? We live off of pork, chicken, beef. Once a month, we do treat ourselves to a lamb roast, which is fantastic, and it does last us for a couple of meals. Pork belly was a huge thing when we first started keto. You have a problem getting your fats, buy some pork belly, slice a chunk off. I mean, even an ounce is like a ton of fat. You can even make your bacon. You can make your bacon from it too. If you have a slicer or if you have a butcher that is willing to cut that for you, makes fantastic bacon. It's uncured, which everybody says is fantastic. And it's cheap. It's not expensive. They've been carrying it at Sam's. Today they didn't have it. So I guess this month we're going to have to eat leaner pork, which I'm perfectly okay with. Anything else?
Enough for me, baby.
All right. Well, I guess that's all.
It was a great day out. We did get a little exercise. We did a lot of our shopping. I think the total on the day was about 300.
Four different stores. We did roughly about $250, which is enough to get us. And I'm sorry, before I say that. That's including stuff I ordered from Amazon. We needed vitamins. We needed all kinds of stuff that we weren't taking before, but we are now. For me personally, I have to have the electrolyte vitamins. I feel like it really, really helps me a lot. I am prone to cramps, leg cramps, arm cramps, all kinds of cramps. And that is super, super helpful for me. I'm not saying it'll work for everybody, but hey, for $9 or $10 for a package, it might be worth a try.
Or a bottle.
Yeah.
It's not a package, it's a bottle full. It's enough to get you through a month. And
or
the grocery shopping that we did, I mean, obviously, places in California and New York City and things like that are going to be a lot more expensive than what we did. But having said that, we bought 3 weeks of food, maybe 4, maybe a whole month's worth.
I would say at least a month's worth of meat, because we always do that. And then probably about 2.5 weeks worth of vegetables, depending upon how many per day that we eat. Yeah. Not that I'm not limiting us either on that. I mean, I kind of do this because fresh vegetables go bad quickly anyway. But we have an Aldi in town too, and I do recommend Aldi's vegetables. They're not always good, but they're inexpensive. So if you are on a budget like we are, and that is a concern for you, if you have an Aldi, totally check them out. I hear their meat prices are good, but again, like I said, I shop in bulk. So for me, the bulk prices just work out being better. Anything else?
Nope. Shout out to my granddaughter. I had a great day. Thank you, sweetheart.
Our daughter just texted us and told us she's moving cross country this week. She's moving from...
Read Tony's stressful posts on the website or on Facebook.
She's moving from North Carolina to
Los
California.
Angeles. She's going to be a rock star and a model and an actress. And
I've been binge eating because of it. But I've been binge eating keto and trying to stay at least underneath my maintenance, but I'm still losing weight. So this is doable.
Absolutely. Look, guys, thanks for everything. Everybody that's joined us on Instagram and started subscribing and following us on, or friended us on Facebook and subscribing and following at YouTube. We appreciate it. Just keep up with us. Like I said, this is a journey that we're on, and you guys are more than welcome to sit in and throw your 2 cents at us. And like I said, if we can answer any questions for you or help you in any way, by all means, just give us a shout. Or if
there's some research that you're concerned about, or a topic that you're concerned about regarding keto, he has all day. He loves doing research. He loves finding out new things. So if there's something that you're concerned with and don't have the time to look it up, shoot him an email. He'll totally go after it and look it up for you.
Right on. KetoCouplesJourney.com, Keto Couples Journey on YouTube and Facebook, and at Keto Couples Journey ATL on Instagram.
Have a good one.
See ya.